This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Good evening, online. Online, good evening. Online, can you hear me? Yes. Okay, so hope everyone are doing good. Hi, hello. And yes, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. And how about your practicals? Completed? Maza aa gaya? It was fun, right? Uh, completed. Trimurtis completed. Okay, good. Shavani, Tom ke atak gaya. Acha, okay. How's your throat, sir? What happened to my throat? Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, Siva Prasad. I got unstable build in. Yeah, what is the error? If you say just unstable, if you put the error, then I can help. Unstable, where? Which one? Which build? Which task? Hmm? Give me the details. So probably unstable build. If you don't select S3 profile in Tomcat, then you will get unstable build. That is one possible issue, right? Exactly. That's what is S3 artifact saving, right? I deployed successfully, but refresh page does not show Hotstar. Why security groups? Which one? You are AWS specialist, right? So then I should I not should I need to tell about the security groups? So if anything that you're working there and then if it's not working, first check what? Security groups. In security groups, you need to enable the port number. So Tomcat is working on port 8080, right? Either you enable 8080 or all traffic, then it will work. Okay, Vivek? Deployed successfully, but artifact savings I got unstable. Put the error. Okay, I need to have that error. So check it, Linga ready. So when you see the error, based on that error, I can help you out with. Okay. Okay, so I think definitely those who have completed these practicals, that was really fun while doing it. So we have completed the whole uh, the entire phases, right? What are the phases that we have? Code, build, test, artifact, and then deployment. So these are the main phases, but I showed you everything using the GUI. Yes or no? So today, let's go with the code. So we call it as Jenkins pipelines. What's that? Jenkins pipeline. So Shravan Kumar is asking, sir, in real time, we need to give port 8080 or all traffic. In real time, we need to go definitely 8080. Don't give all traffic. Okay, so what is the context path? So context path meaning the path that you have, the path in the Tomcat that should be hosted, right? Slash my web apps I have given. You can give any name, okay, with it. That is for identification purpose in Tomcat. Like in, sorry, like in Tomcat, we have slash manager, slash docs, slash host, staff and managers, the context path, right? So it represents your application name. So you can put slash hotstar also. No need to put my web app. You can put slash hotstar also, name with it. Okay, so today let's start about what? Jenkins pipeline. Jenkins pipeline. as I told you, uh, we have done, what are the things, what are the phases that we have here? Tell me. First one is code. Next one, build, test, artifacts, artifacts, artifacts. Okay, I heard like that. Okay, next, deployment. Okay, PCB, PBC, TR DOM, right? PCB, not PBC. PCB, TR DOM. Okay, fine. So we already done these phases or not? Everyone agree? We have already done all these phases? Perfectly, we have done. So artifacts, I showed you where in S3. Deployment, I showed you where on EC2 Tomcat. Test, we have used what? Maven. Build also, we have used what? Maven. And then code, we have used GitHub. So we have integrated all these things or not? So this is the tool, Jenkins is a tool which is used for what purpose? Integration purpose. What purpose? Integration. So today what we're going to do is, so I'll be showing you how to write the pipelines. What did that? How to write the pipelines. So till now we have used the GUI based everything configuration. As you have done the practice, you know, right? Everything is based on the configurations. So, but we will not be doing the configurations. Till now we are using freestyle project. Which one we have used? And from today onwards, we'll be using pipeline. Which one? Pipeline. So once you click on pipeline, you don't have anything. Directly go down and what we need to do, we just need to write the code over there. So that code has some syntaxes. So we need to learn that syntax carefully, and then we start writing. The code is nothing but it's a small groovy script, we say. What's that? Groovy. What's that? Groovy script. Okay. So before that, we should keep our Jenkins ready or not? Right? Should we go and set up Jenkins first of all? So I just launched EC2 instance. Let us connect and then try to install. So, but we have what? Jenkins. Where is that? You can use free shell. It's up to you. Hello, Ria sir. If you're talking, you are not audible. Am I audible, everyone? Yeah. Okay. What is our landing command? Sudo hyphen. Yes. Okay. And then what we do? So we are in our home directory, vi jenkins dot. So have you installed using script also? It was really nice, no? No need to go with each and every command. So simple. Whatever that you're doing, the manual commands, club it, run it one shot. That is called your shell. So let's go to Jenkins. And I've uploaded Tomcat also. Just sync the fork. Have you forked it? So if you have forked it, what do you need to do? Sync it. Okay. How is that? So meanwhile, let it up. Okay. So Jenkins pipelines, no, whatever that we do is in the Jenkins, it's all about continuous integration and deployment. Yes or no? So this continuous integration, CI, CD, what is that? So whatever that we have done yesterday is what? CI, CD, continuous integration we have done with multiple tools, and continuous deployment also we do. What is the meaning of continuous deployment? Whenever you do the modification in the code, automatic what will happen? Build will happen, trigger, and automatically artifacts will generate, and automatically what will happen? deployment will happen. So this continuous integration and continuous deployments. This is called CI/CD pipeline. What we call CI/CD pipeline. But so I have already showed you one way. Let us take the another way. So another one way we call it as Jenkins pipeline. Say that Jenkins pipeline. First of all, what is pipeline? Exactly. We already told, right? So I already what is that pipeline? What is a pipeline? It is a series of steps. It's a series of steps. And this pipeline is written in which language? Pipelines are written in Groovy. Say that Groovy language. This is also an interview question. So pipelines are written in which language? So now you're gonna learn which language now? Groovy language. Wow. Don't expect that much big Python codes. Huh? Groovy language is just like, syntax you should know. And slowly, and that too, I'll not be teaching the whole syntax and whole pipeline in one shot. You know, right? My classes are like slow poison. Let's go slowly one by one. Okay. So pipelines are written in which language, Nana? Groovy. And pipelines are used for what purpose? To automate the entire work or not? So if someone asks what is the purpose of the pipeline, then you say pipelines is used to what? Automate the work. And whatever that we have written yesterday also, those are also pipelines only. But we have used GUI. Which one we have used on here? GUI. But today we'll be going with what? Groovy script. With what here? Groovy script. And this is super, super important. The phases in the pipeline. What are the phases here we have? Say code, build, test, artifacts. So here in pipelines, we have two types of pipelines. How many types of pipelines are there? Two types. Number one, we call it as scripted pipelines. What's that? And another one, we call it as declarative. Say that. Declarative pipeline. What is that? Scripted pipelines and then declarative pipelines. So out of these two, do anyone know online experience people which one will use? Scripted, declarative. Answer is declarative. Which one? Which one will go for here mostly? Declarative. So mostly people will go with what? Declarative. So scripted is very short and declarative pipelines are little bit long. And then in the scripted, we don't have any stages. What is that? Stages, but we have stages or not here? What are the stages we have here? Code, build, test, artifact, deployment. Everything is a stage. Say that. Everything is what? Stage. So they have, how many stages are there here mostly? 5 stages. Say that. How many stages are there? 5 stages. What is stage 1? Code. What is stage 2? What is stage 3? 4? 5? So how you remember all our AWS topic register in your brains? This is how you need to register these steps. These stages, how many stages are there? 5 stages. Code, build, test, artifact, and then what? Deployment. Okay. So in order to write this pipeline, do I need to write stage 1, stage 2 and all? Stage 1. What is stage 1? Code. Stage 2. Build. Stage 3. Test. Stage 4. Artifacts. And stage 5. Which one? Deployment. So inside this, right? So inside this pipeline, we'll be using these stages. Pipeline is nothing but where you will integrate these multiple stages here. So in GUI, we have integrated multiple stages from the GUI based, right? GUI point of view. But here what we do, we write a Groovy script and integrate all these stages. Simply, if you run the build, what will happen? The Jenkins pipeline, the stages will execute. Whatever that we have done in yesterday's class, same thing we are doing it, but in the different approach. That is very commonly used in the real time. So in order to write the pipeline, so pipeline has something called syntax. What's that? syntax, because which one we are using? Groovy language. Which one? Groovy script or Groovy language we are using, and we have something called syntax. And you should remember your wish. I'm just telling to remember, like you can call it as pass. Say that. Say that. You can say as pass, or else you can say PS3 or pastry. Which one? Pastry. You know pastry, right? Hmm. But to sync, I said the pastry, right? Okay, fine. So here, guys, this is a hint that I'm just telling you to remember how to write a pipeline. So what is here? Say that. Pass. Say that. Say that again. Pass. Or if you don't remember, remember as PS3. So PS3 meaning here PA, and how we have learned, right? AWS S3, PA S3, PA S3. So what is this pass? Both are same or different? Both are same. However, you want to remember. So pass meaning here, P meaning pipeline. Say that. P meaning pipeline. And A meaning agent. Say that. S meaning stages. And again, one more S is stage. Say that. And then last S is steps. In order to write a pipeline code, in order to write a Jenkins pipeline code, these steps are mandatory. If you don't remember this, you cannot write the pipeline. So how do you remember? PAS or PAS3. What is P for? Pipeline. A for agent. S for stages. Next stage. Next step. So if you want to write a pipeline, first you need to write the code with the starting what the word? Pipeline. And after writing the pipeline, what you need to write? Agent related information. Next, what you need to write? Stages. Inside the stage, we have again stage. Stages meaning combination of stage. We call it as stages or not. So stages you write inside. Can you write stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5? You're getting it. And the last one, what we have? Each stage have steps inside it. Listen carefully. It will be very interesting. See again, what your Groovy, your pipeline will start with what word? Pipeline. And then we have brackets. I'll teach you. Pipeline. Next, we need to give the information about agent. Next, we need to give stages. Stages is a combination of stage. So stage 1 will write. And stage 1 has steps. Stage 2 has steps. Stage 3 has steps. Stage 4 has steps. Stage 5 has steps. What is stage 1? Code. Stage 1 is what? Code. Stage 1. Stage 1 is code. Where do you get the code from? GitHub. So what we write? Git, and then what we do? We mention that URL of the Git. Where, in which stage? Stage 1. Stage 2, build. So in that stage 2 build, we write a step saying that what's the command to build? What is the command to build? Maven, MVN. If you want to write compile, compile. Second step, you want to Maven test, Maven package. When you do Maven package, what will happen? Artifacts will be created or not? No. Stage 1, pull the code from Git. Stage 2, Maven compile. Say that, Maven compile. Stage 3, Maven test. Stage 4, Maven clean package or package. And then deployment. Deployment to where? Tomcat. Deployment to where? Tomcat. So all these things we didn't write using the code now. We have done the same thing yesterday using GUI, yes or no? We have invoked the top level Maven targets, right? But here we need to write the code using this pipeline. Is this clear about the pipeline structure, first of all? See this for a minute, register in your brain. Then before you register, let me first register this. You're experts now? Jenkins? Huh? Hmm. Now see, meanwhile, that is also installing. What is the difference between GitLab and GitHub Runner? Both are same? Both are not same. Dinesh. So GitLab is a tool, cloud-based tool, and then GitLab Runner is the slave machines where the pipelines will be executed. It's like slave machine, another node, another machine. GitLab Runner is nothing but one more machine. Machines are handled by GitLab. We don't see it. It's just a runner. Dinesh. Clear? Ready? Yeah? You understand? What's the first thing? Pipeline. What's the next? Don't see. First is pipeline. Next one, agent. Next one, stages. Next, stage. Next, steps. So stages contain multiple stages. Stages, stages contain multiple stages or not? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. And each stage contain a particular function or not here? Stage 1 is related to code. Stage 2 is related to build. Stage 3, test. Stage 4, artifact. Stage 5, pipeline is done. Okay? Correct. So now let's what do? Let's go ahead and then. Okay? Oops. Okay, fine. So what we need to create first? New item. Okay? And then call it as my first pipeline. So till now we were selecting what? Freestyle project. From now onwards, you need to select what? Pipeline. So because you have grown up now. Hmm? So from youngers, now we have become elders. Okay, so now whatever what we do, we always go with what here? Pipelines. So now let's click on here. Okay. So once you click on pipeline and you get all these things here. That's it. Do you see? That's it. Okay. Because what? We don't have much selections here because you need to write everything on the code. Everything inside the code. We'll use both based on the requirement, Rajesh. That's why I'm teaching you both freestyle also, pipeline also. Okay, so discard the old builds, you know, right? Do not allow concurrent builds, parallel builds, don't allow, right? Do not allow the pipeline to resume the control, all this GitHub project, everything, the throttle builds, project is parameterized. So all these things we have built periodically, GitHub, Polysim, everything we have learned, Git, the trigger builds remote, everything we have learned this or not? Yes or no? So now this is the pipeline script that we need to write here. Okay, I will expand this. Do you see? So this is the place where we need to write the pipeline script. So directly we can write the pipeline script, or you can do, see here, you can take a sample script from here. If you select here hello world, see this. What is starting here? Pipeline, next agent, next stages, next stage, next step, and you can write whatever you want. You understand how much I have now forces to remember pass? Now it got registered. So what is this? First one is pipeline. Next one is agent. Next one is stages. Next one is stage. Next steps. And here you can write your shell commands. Mav and compile, Mav and test, Mav and package, Mav and whichever you want. So you can take directly from here and start writing it, right? And if you go for scripted, do you see this Bhayanak code? Can you see it? I cannot expand. Oh, it went to right. Cannot move this on. So do you see this here? This is a scripted where it has like this, a lot of things, right? So is it good to go for scripted or go with the declarative? So let's go with what? Declarative. Okay. So I'm just going for hello world. Okay. So what I do, let us not take it, but we need to learn how to write the pipeline. And here, this is very important. What is that? Indentation. That meaning what? Spaces. Spaces are super important. If you misplace the particular space, then you get the errors here. So how to get that spaces? How do we use tabs or what? Everything I'll teach you now. See here. Simple. You know to do nothing. Everything this pipeline, this editor will take care of it. Okay. Now you tell me what I need to write with first. Write pipeline. And we start with braces. Take the braces, hit enter. And where is the cursor now automatically? Under which line? L. Understood? So you no need to put the space here, take the space bar and then tuck, go to that particular place. No need, right? You just enter automatically, you will get either here. So, and then here, what you need to type? Agent. Agent here, I say any. What is the meaning of agent, Nana? Agent meaning here, where this build wants to run. Where this build wants to run. Do you remember? So we in coming days, we'll be talking about master slave concept. What's that? Master slave. We have master meaning one main server, Jenkins main server. And what it has? It has slave servers. What is that? So is it good to run all the builds in master server? No. Then we will tell in the pipeline say that, hey, agent, you can select any agent or you can give the name of the particular slave machine. I call it as slave 1, slave 2, node 1, node 2, whichever that you want, give the name. But here I'm writing here any. Because do we have any agent here now? No. You understand agent? Online agent understand? Next. Just to hit enter. Now where it is coming from? Agent, right? Now here you need to write what? Stages. Stages, space, and then again braces. Enter. Now it came there. And then what we need to write here again? Stage. Stage. And then which number? And then if you put the one code, automatically 2 codes will come. And then I call it as stage 1. Your wish, you can give any name here. Right? Come down, give the space, and again braces. You're getting it. And then after stages, what we have here? What is here? Steps. Take the steps, braces, enter. And then here you can write whichever you want. I'm writing shells, one shell I'm using, and then I call it as touch. Give one touch, file. Just want to execute it. You understand how to write now? Guys, you understood? You understood? Okay, now see whatever that I have written here. Did I use any tab and then space bar to go there? No. So this is very important. If you just skip like this here, like this, it's gone. But you don't want to write all these things. Simply what you do here, select which one? Hello. Giving the same thing or not? Same thing or not? Here simply I need to change. What I need to change here? What if you run the pipeline? What will say? It will say just only hello world. Echo meaning what? Print. It will just print hello world. But what if you do? If you do here sh in single quote touch file 1. So what will create? File 1 will create it. So this file 1 will be created where? What is our Jenkins home directory? Var lib Jenkins workspace. And what is our pipeline name? My first pipeline. Inside this file one will be created. Okay. So now what I do is shell only. I'm clear. I'm canceling it everything. Click on here, configure, and you tell me how to write the pipeline. Okay. Come down, come down. Tell me. Pipeline space and then enter and then enter. Next agent any enter. Next stages space brackets enter and next stage. And then I call it as stage 1. You can write any name, anything or not. Space and then again braces. And then here steps and then braces. And then here you can write any shell commands. So what is the shell command I'm using here? Touch file 1. Kalyani, agent is only specific to where the pipeline run? Yes. So this pipeline will be running on particular agent. Here I'm putting any. That means it will take the any. If you remove this also, that's fine. But as I want to teaching you this, but if I can I write multiple stages Nana here if required? One more stage I can write here. Getting it? Okay, let's run this pipeline. How? Click on save. And what we do now? Build now. Executed. So can we define a group of agent and define as agent group name? First of all, why you worry about the agent now? Concentrate on the pipeline, right? So agent is just like a machine where this pipeline needs to run. It can be local machine, it can be another machine, it can be any other machine, but it has to, that machine need to be added inside this Jenkins. So here, Nayan, that group names concept, we can do it in Ansible. So we can create a groups and then we started using that group to for the deployments or any kind of playbooks to run. Okay. For now, let's go with agent is nothing but it's a server name. So what is in here? Build success. Now, where can I see the file? Tell me, where should I go? CD, var, lib, Jenkins, workspace. And then here, my pipeline. And if you do ls, do you see file one created? So our pipeline got executed properly or not? So now you all understood how to write the pipeline script. Syntax you understood? Okay. Now in this pipeline, how many stages are there? One stage. How many stages are there? One stage. Can you now write 3 stages or 4 stages? Write 3 stages. Tell me how to write the stages now. Let's go to pipeline. Configure. Come down. Where should I write? You see this here? Everything should be under stages or not? So if you just put here this stage, do you see the red line here? Okay, the dotted line. So in your laptop, you see that as red line because I'm able to see the red line. But do you see this here? So that meaning here into enter. And here you need to write one more stage. Say stage 2. Stage 2. Next braces. And here tell me steps and then braces. And here sh. Tell me one Linux command again. ls minus -al. Give any commands that you want. You'll just execute. Okay. Next, one more stage. Where should I keep? Enter here. And then stage. And then stage 3. And then here steps. And then here, any command? sh pwd, or I can I do df-h? It'll display a little bit bigger. Now you understand here. All right, multiple stages. Online clear enough? Hmm? Which comma? Oh, which comma? Ah, this is not array. Your C language or that array concept don't get it here. So there is no comma here. It's a groovy, you know. So yeah. All the stages will be inside it. Collection of stages. Here we call it a stage. Seva Prasad. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So what we do now? Should we go and execute the pipeline? Okay. So right, one more stage. Click on here. Stages, and then stage 4. Enter, and then steps. Enter, and here whichever that you want. Tell me one. PWD. Okay. So what is the last step here? Stage 5. How many stages are there in total? So just writing all those things. So why I'm writing all these things again and again? Because to make you habit how it works. Steps. And then again here, SH. Tell me one command. Huh? Huh? Tree. Okay. Tree. How to write a pipeline with the stages now? I click on here, save, and let's try to build. And what it says, some error. Let's see what is that error. Huh? Which one? Exact. Okay, let's not. Okay, now that's good thing here. Multiple stages you can have until. Okay. So what is here? Build failure. Why it got build failure? Whenever when you get the build failure, definitely you get an error here only. Remember, whenever there is a failure, you can see the error. Do you see? Can you see this and tell me what's the problem? Simple here, tree command not found. So what you need to do? M install -y tree, right? So we understand. So take it off and then give command as the tree was not there. So you can go with the top. Okay, fine. So and then let's again go and run it, build it. Again, it failed. So N1 variable top is not, but that's fine. So configure. Yeah, right. Touch. How many files? Okay, touch hello.txt file. Now, build now. Successful. So now do you see how to, and what are the things steps? See, stage 1. And started by who is this guy? Poor guy. Start the pipeline. And then node. And then running on Jenkins. Right? And then what's the first stage here? Stage 1. Stage 1 is touch. That is created. Right? And then stage 2. Stage 2. And what we did? ls minus. So it displayed the ls minus al. Next stage 3. What we have mentioned? df minus h. So stage 4, we have given the pwd. So all these commands are running in which work in workspace or not. And then stage 5, we have created a hello.txt, and it is success. Is it clear how to create the pipeline with the stages? Okay, now I'll create one more. So I don't tell anything. Create By the time you should be doing it, put the command m. Okay, you want me to put that m install command? Chandan, so you can do a lot of practice if you want to do all these things, right? So Chandan wants to put that tree command is not found, right? How to resolve that? How to resolve it? Install it, no? So that he want to put it here. What do we need to put? M install -1 what? Tree. Let him. I want to show you that errors. No, let it. So how many errors that you got is good for them. It got failed. What it says? You need to be read it. You need to be root to perform this command. So what we need to put in the front? Sudo. What we need to put? Sudo. All these things you can do the practice. Yeah. So we need to continue the class, right? So but I'll. So here in pipeline, what we do here? Sudo. And then build. Mm. Mm. What is the problem here? So it is just giving, it just literally scolding us and saying that respect the privacy of others. So what is the user here? Jenkins. So Jenkins is a user that will create it inside. So but Jenkins has permissions to do all these things? No, right? So now these Jenkins users need to be added to vi sudo file. Remember, we have did on Linux. So if you do that, then this will work. So all these things, but you need to have the, I mean, that is the reason why we have learned all this Linux. So by default, this Jenkins user doesn't have the permissions to do that sudo. And yeah, emotional. Okay. So but you all understood here how to work on the pipelines, right? Okay, this guy, someone asked, right? Chandan, is it clear? Now, yeah, thank you, sir. Got it. Please. Okay, good. So now let's go and then please let's write one more pipeline. And this time you should tell how to write this pipeline. Okay, tell me how to do that. So new item and I call it as second pipeline. Which one? Pipeline. Click on. Yeah. Okay, now come down and then here we need to write and tell me. Pipeline. Space. Okay, next. Agent. Any. Next. Stages. Next. Very good. Stage. So here, what is the first stage generally we do? Okay, code. So that means we need to clone it from Git repository or not? So get the code from Git repository. So I call it as clone Git. Okay, and space. Next. So, here I'm writing just a small echo command that cloning from where? From Git repository. Very good. Next. Where should I go? Where should I click it? Where? Which number? Very good. 8. And then here. Stage. And then which stage is this now? Code. Which okay. So I just calling it as build. So next here. Next steps. Here echo. What is doing? What is doing? Building the what? Building the project. Next stage. Hmm. Next is what? Test. So code test. So carefully we need to write. Lot of patience is required, right? Next echo. What we do? What we do here? Testing the project. Next stage. Hmm? Yes, we go with the artifact, but here what we do is, let me introduce. So who will be testing this? Actually, Maven will be testing it. So whatever the testing is done here, we need to smell the code or not? Which one? Sonar Q. What is that here? So that is for what purpose? Code review. Which purpose? Code scanning or scanning the code, or we call it as code review. Anything name that you can go it. So I'm just going for, now it is not mandatory to have only 5 steps. It's not mandatory to have the 5 steps. Can you increase the steps or not based on your requirement? That is the reason why I'm including here. So don't think that 5 steps are mandatory. So whichever the step that you want, you can keep on adding the steps here. Okay, what is the next step here? Next is code review, or what we are scanning. Okay. Next steps. Next echo. What we do here? Code quality checking. Nice names, because these are the names that we'll be using in the real time, right? Next is what? Stage. What is next stage? Generating what? Artifacts. See how much patience you need, huh? But next time onwards, do I need to very easily how to write it? First time only if I copy paste, you will tell copy paste everything. But you will not be telling that, I know, right? But good to copy paste while starting until you are familiar with it. Did we use any copy paste till now? We never use copy paste. First, we need to learn. If you know that, yes, I know how to do this, then save the time. If you know how to do it, will you keep on typing? No, right? Not required. Okay, next here, echo. What we do? I call it as generating what file? Or file. What's the last step here? Stage. What is the last stage? Deployment. And then steps. And then here, echo. What we're doing? We'll say code is deployed in where? Tomcat. So dummy pipeline I wrote. But is it working? That meaning actually do any logics there? No, it is just what it's doing. It is printing. What is doing? But you all understood here what are the steps that it has? Please see these ones. There is no way to expand. Okay. Okay, see this once. Okay, that's the maximum it got expanded. See this once. Clear? Got it? Online, clear, Nana? Is it still clear till here? Subarao, Kalyani, Linux admin. Clear? Subhasho. Yeah. Shravani. ठीक है? Hello. So let's know what do we do? Save. Can I run the build now? If I run, what will happen? It will just print. Will it work? Just for what echo we are doing it. So let's go and then schedule and then what it says. See, nicely it says what it's saying. Cloning from Git repository. Then building the project. Next, testing the project. Next, code quality checking. Next, generating war file. Next, code is deployed. Finish. Nice, no? This is a skeleton. What is this? Skeleton. Now what we do? Let's put the actual code. Let's put the actual. Do I want to create one more pipeline or can I edit the pipeline? Otherwise, I need to start writing everything. Let's go and edit the pipeline. Be smart. So what we do? Click on here, configure. Okay. So go here. So here, okay, that's a maximum zoom I can do. It is on my face now. So cloning from Git repo, or you can also call it as checkout. Yes or no? So multiple words that you will be saying. Cloning from Git repo. Okay, now cloning from Git repo. So now what we do? We remove this echo. We remove this echo and be careful. So again, where you need to start with under this only. Don't start from here and or here. Function gap, you get the error. You get the error. Let's say, for example, I'll just put like this. Save. Build. Why? It didn't, no feelings? What, Karde? It doesn't have feelings. But actually, it should give that indented error, right? Okay. So if it's not giving, that's completely fine. Okay. So let's go to the topic. So why let's not play, right? Yeah. So recheck Groovy sandbox. Oh, acha. Okay. So approved script. So use so excellent. Correct. I didn't saw that. So here, if you use this, automatically it will rectify. Okay. That's fine. You can try it out. Let's move on to the actual topic. Right. So, okay. So what we do is here, Nana, what is the first step here? Cloning the Git repository. So now what I do is I'll remove it and we will be actually cloning from repository. So now which is the repository that we are using? That JavaScript, Java thing, right? So this one, right? So go here and what we need to get that URL or not? How to get the URL? Code and then copy it. And what I do here, so I need to put which one? Git, and then in single quotes, I paste the URL. So zoom out. Understood? Slowly. Next, build. So I remove the echo command here. And then what I do here? So MVN compile, right? But here that is a shell command or not? So that's why we are using what? SH. And what's the command here? MVN compile. MVN compile. Next, test. What we do here? Remove this. And then what we do? SH. What's the command? MVN test. And then do I have any code quality checking here? So what is the tool that we use for code quality checking? SonarQube. So I'll be teaching you in coming days how to integrate SonarQube. That meaning we need to install the SonarQube on one of the EC2 instance. That details I need to put it in this stage. But do you have anything now here? So keep it, leave it. And then here what I do? SH, what I do? MVN, I call it as clean package. You can call it as clean package also, or you can call it as what? Clean package also, anything is fine. So deployment. So do you have any Tomcat ready now to deploy? For that reason, I'll just leave. But in coming tomorrow's classes, what we need to do now? So I already showed you how to on the Git section, Git code. This one, this step, this stage is done. Build stage is done. Test stage is done. Now I need to teach which one? Sonar Cube. So in coming days, maybe I'll be teaching you the Sonar Cube. There is nothing called in. So you need to install the Sonar Cube and put some commands here in Sonar Cube. And then whatever the code that you have, whatever the war file that is, everything, the entire code will be smelled and reviewed in the Sonar Cube. And then once that is done, then what will happen? Artifacts will be generated. So war file will be generated. And then if required, can I add ES3 also here? Another stage. So it is generating artifacts. Can we say one more, write one more stage and say publishing artifacts to S3? Yes. And I already showed you S3, but I want to show you which one? Nexus. So what I need to do, I need to set up one more EC2 instance and then install Nexus and put that Nexus here in this stage. And then what I do, last one, set up one more EC2 instance and install Tomcat and then put the details over here. Then if I run, that is the entire complete pipeline. Understood? Online chatting, understood, Nana? So that is the end result of this pipeline. But to teach you slowly, so I need to go one by one here or not? So for that reason, let's go for and click on save. And then what here? Build. So if I click it, do you see what is doing from repository or not? It is cloning. And what is doing now? Second stage, what it is? Maven compile it is doing. Come down. So it is installing blah, 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 blah. So many, huh? So what is doing now? It is Maven test is doing. So first time it is downloading all these repositories. Second time it will be faster. Now the test. So now what is happening? Code quality checking. It's not there. Now what is doing? Clean pack. It is generating artifacts or not? Yes. What it says? So finally, so my app war file got created or not? In which directory? Target directory. So but this war file, did we deploy to the Tomcat? No, but I just wrote a echo command that code is deployed in Tomcat. So you also please assume that it is deployed. But what we do in coming days, we'll set up a Tomcat and then we'll integrate the Tomcat here in this pipeline. So pipeline is success or not? So now if we click on this pipeline, do you see this here on the left side? What is here? Stages. So if you click on stages, do you see this here? 9 stages. Whatever the things. So what it start and what it here? Cloning from get. So what that's the reason you don't write big letters. What's that? Big wordings or big sentences so that you cannot see it here properly. So that's why people call it as checkout. This one build. This one test. This one code review. This is artifacts. This is deployment. So do you see nice here? Get a build, test, code review, generating, deployment, and so by do you see this here? This is called pipeline. What is this called? Pipeline. Clear now? So each and you can click on it and you can go to each and every stage and see what has happened here. You can go to and anytime you can go and do what? Rebuild. And do you see these are all the stages one by one stage? What is happening? Everything you can see it here, one by stage by stage. Clear now? Online, is this clear? Okay. Fantastic. Offline clear for you? Everything's clear? Okay. Now what we do, go ahead and then here we wrote this much big pipeline, right? So a lot of big, so many steps are there. But what we can do is many people also do these things. So instead of having these many steps, right? Everything, can I add it in one single step also? Hmm? Yes or no? Guys, here, what is the command I have? sh, mav and couple. Here, all these things, can I add it in the single step only, here only? Yes or no? I can add it. I can add it. So let's do one thing. Let's create one more pipeline. Tell me. Okay. Which one? Third pipeline. Okay. Third. So this is called pipeline as a code. What is that? What is that called? Pipeline as a code. Pack. Pack. Huh? Right. Okay. So I call it as here. Pipeline as a code. Which one? Pipeline. So now you know how to write the pipeline, right? You keep on telling, I'll write. And again, you also need to write everything until you are familiar with it, right? Don't copy paste anything. Please do not copy paste until you're familiar. Okay, what's the thing? Pipeline. Pipeline. Next. Agent. Any. Next. Stages. Next. Stage. And I call it as all in one stage. Huh? Okay, yeah, for fun. You can give any name. Okay. After this, braces. Next. Steps. Next. Here, what I do, I'll write everything in one shot. First one is what? Get. So I need to give the URL or not? Get the URL. Get the URL. Okay. Next. Here, shell. Next here, what we need to do? Maven compile. Next, sh Maven test. Next, sh Maven clean package. That was a bigger pipeline, and this is C. So this is called what? Pipeline as a code. So everything code in is only one step. So what I do, simply I click on here, save, and then what I do? Build. So it is doing everything. So this will be faster now. It will not take this much time. Success? Yes or no? So you understand the difference between that and this now? Concept is same, but I'm showing you different scenarios of in the real time, right? In first thing is everything that you wrote step by step, but now everything is in one step. Now there is also something called multi-stage pipeline. What's that? Multi-stage pipeline means the one which you have used before. That is called multi-stages pipeline. And here also, now I feel like a developer. Very good. Yes. When you start writing by yourself, everything, so Aram say you can feel like that, right? So now let's go for the multi-stage pipeline as a code. Say that. So what I do is simply, I wrote all this compile, test, clean package, everything in one, right? Now I divide into two stages. In first stage, what I do? Git, and then I'll do compile. In second stage, what I do? Test and then package. What is that called? Multi-stage. What is that called? Multi-stage. I don't mind. I have a lot of patience. Next, what is that called? Multi-stage pipeline. Which one here? Again, tell me. Ready? How I'm doing the practicals, I want you to do it. So don't skip it, all these things, because you will get super familiar. I'm telling you. So whenever someone asks to write the pipeline, any interviewer, you will ask, sir, give me the paper, pen, you keep on writing and give this much code to him. Yes or no? That's how you impress the Otherwise, what I do? I don't do all these things. First time. Okay, see. Is there here? Hello, people. Copy, paste. Done. Why don't I do this? Because I'm worried on you. I want you to be perfect into this. Okay, tell me now. Next is pipeline. Next, agent, any. Stages. Stage. Stage 1. So you can give any names, right? Next, steps. Inside this, get, and then you need to give the URL. Next, sh. What I do? Maven compile. This is one. This is one stage. Can I add one more stage here? Stage. And I call it as here stage 2. And then here steps. And then here sh, which one? Maven test. Next sh. Next Maven lean package. You need to have a pipe, maybe. Pipe will work. Codes or some syntax you need to write. Okay. What is use this one? Just what is the use meaning? Fun. Right. So it's see as per the requirement, right? So maybe in first step you are doing something and second step you are doing something. It's not mandatory to go for all the steps, stage 5s and all 6, 7, right? So it's based on the requirement that you can go and do it. So what we do again here, build now. So is this clear till here, everyone? Yeah, splitting the code. So what are the different types that we have learned? We have one more. What are the different types? So now it is success. So if I go to the dashboard, you see we have learned about pipeline as a code and then multi-stage pipeline. Now I'll be teaching you one more, which is called pipeline as a code over single shell. Or how many shell? Single shell. I call it as pipeline as a code over single shell. How many shells? So every time I used to write SH, right? So it will use different shells. Here also we write SSH, but everything will using only on single shell. So these are all the different styles that we'll be using in the real time. Okay, write it. What's the first thing? Pipeline, and then agent, any stages. Next, stage, which one? Stage 1, or you can call it as checkout or stage 1, whichever that you want. And then here go and then enter next steps. So I think without doing practicals, you are done with practicals with your eyes. Yes or no? Huh? So I can feel your eyes. Now when I'm typing, your eyes also typing like this. Okay, nice. Okay, steps. Now what do you do? Get. Oh, it's copied. Okay. Next here, I'm going with the single shell. What's that? Single shell. Now you need to put SH and then you need to put 3. What is that called? Chukas. What is that called? What is that called? Single code. What is that called? Single code. Right. So here you put SH, single code, and then everything you write inside it. Right. Maven, what? Compile. And then SH, Maven, test. And then SH, Maven, lean package. And then SH, and then right. We don't have to put SH anymore. So is there will be any syntax issue? See any syntax issue here? Okay. So the same thing. No, SH should be there, right? So I'm just thinking here. Let's see what it says. It's working. It's worked. So I was thinking that color change didn't happen, right? So I was thinking, is there any problem with it, right? So, but you should not scare. You run it. When you get the error, now Shiva Prasad is saying, God is great. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's try. Hmm. Because anywhere it is shell only, no? So it's fine. Okay. Online, is this clear? What is that command? What is this called? Pipeline as a code over the single shell. Is it clear? Yes, you can do whatever you want. Okay, I'll stop it here. Okay, ma? Okay, so there was some questions. Instead of writing multiple comments, can we put inside? So yes, you can do that. Shall Dinesh, shall we comment anything? Yes, sir. Then which sum will we use? So in order to comment it, then use slash slash. Which one? Slash slash. Here you put here slash slash. This is my pipeline. Okay, Dinesh. Wonderful explanation. Very good. Thank you. Okay, so is this clear? So you're all comfortable with the Jenkins pipelines. So now what we do is simply, please go and complete these practicals. And tomorrow you have class, and class is at 10:30 morning. Okay, 10:30 morning. Okay na? आराम से सो जाओ. But before that, not night, morning 10:30. Morning 10:30 a.m. Okay, so I have a batch at 5:30 evening, 5:30 batch. I put them to 9 o'clock. So 9 to 10:30 is that batch, and your batch is 10:30 to 12. So tomorrow, is that office? Yeah, but anyways, you have the recordings, no? Rajesh and other people. Omnath, not every time, evening time, not evening time. Right? You have recordings, right? Go through the recordings, and also please, like whenever I want to do some projects like this, I'll be calling you in the morning times also, right? So I'm just habituating, like in the Saturdays in the morning. So we'll be taking the evening, but sometimes 1 or 2 times, then we'll go with like this. Okay, please, Omnath. Right. So if you have recordings, go through it. And tomorrow we'll go with a very important topic. So I'll keep whatever. So what you do is, I know that tomorrow, by the time you come tomorrow morning, you don't have time to do the practicals because it's morning, but you have done the practicals already with your eyes here, completed. So what I do is, I'll not be continuing with this pipelines tomorrow because you have not done the practicals. So for that reason, tomorrow we'll go with master and slave concept. Very wonderful topic, right? Master and slave topic. Uh, um, yeah, master and slave topic. We'll talk about that. And after completing that, then what I do here in this pipeline, instead of saying agent any, then I'll put what? Slave machine. Then this agent will work. And after that, what we do? So we can start integrating one by one tool here. So we'll start integrating what? Sonar Cube. We'll start integrating what? Nexus. We'll start integrating what? Tomcat. We'll start integrating what? OWASP. What's that? OWASP is also one more another AI tool which is used for right. And then OWASP will do, and then 3V will not be doing now. That is for Docker images, right? And all this integration. Once we do all this integration, write a big pipeline. That is a project on Jenkins. You don't even feel. That's how I'll be taking you. That all the Jenkins topics and all, and then all of a sudden I'll say Jenkins is completed. That's all. Huh? What is Jenkins? So Jenkins is a CI server. What is that? CI, continuous integration server, where we need to integrate all this. What are the phases that we have? Code, build, test, what? And then artifacts, deployment. So we have completed each and everything or not? So we have completed code, we have completed build, test, artifacts, deployment also, but we need to integrate what? Sonar Cube. And also we integrate Nexus. So like this, I'll integrate one by one, and then we'll do with this Jenkins. So how many days completed on Jenkins? 5 days completed already. Wow. So we'll take few more days also, Jenkins. Nice, yeah? Doesn't matter number of days, but you're learning nicely, right? That is super good. Okay. Very good. Oh, I love Jenkins, Sham. Good. So you started liking Jenkins. No one said I like Git, sir. I love Git. Git also nice, no? Nice commands. Pata, 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 da, 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 we'll be doing it, right? So good that you are becoming professional on these topics. I like it because guys, you are my first. I mean, you are my first people. Understand, right? I'll give maximum to you. Okay. Good, Nana. Can I give the final CC for today, please? Whatever you teach, we'll sir. Very good. So I will not say this is the first batch for DevOps. So I was not taking DevOps before, right? Even though we'll be using the DevOps. But do you feel anywhere? These are all the topics that we'll be doing it. The only thing is, on previous days, everything is on AWS, right? So now you people, especially your batch only, people started asking what? Sir, teach DevOps, sir. Sir, teach DevOps, sir. Then I started, right? Yeah. You're liking DevOps? Huh? Online? Can you give me one nice? You're liking? Nice. Fantastic. Any issues? Any concerns? Nice. Very good. Wonderful explanation. Nice. Yeah. Kalyani, very good, Nana. Okay. Fantastic. Good. So can I give the CC for today? DevOps is fun with only with an excellent teacher. Yes, exactly. Otherwise, DevOps is like a very headache thing. Rightly said. One issue that is in sleep also I'm remembering only that is the issue is that okay. In sleep also is remembering DevOps, huh? Yeah. Sir, API is jar. That meaning what? I didn't understand that question, Omnath. Bhavani. Okay, good, Nana. So when is tomorrow's class? 10:30 a.m. Okay. No, we are not doing that, Omnath. So morning 10:30 a.m. Guys, I understand experienced people, they have an office, but I know that we have took the recordings. If not, please take the recording. Tomorrow we'll go with the next important nice topic. Okay. So that is all, guys, for today. Let's connect tomorrow morning at 10:30 with the next wonderful topic. Until then, take care. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Good night. What use one word Telugu also, sir, for fun. Shubharatri. Good night.